When it comes to web design, managing content is a project in and of itself. So we want to make this as easy as possible for everybody involved. And in order to do so, we have created 2 documents that are designed to really help help you on your end and us on our end manage the actual content creation, organizing process to make sure we're getting content as timely and quickly as possible, and we're getting the right content on the right pages and stuff like that. So the first document we've created, we call the content submission form. On the left, we go through the work of adding all the pages of your website. So we have a row here for each page of your website. And then we also write a textual requirements overview outlining what sort of content is supposed to be on this page. We also outline other requirements and then provide a space for you as the client to give us the required information. So this is on this one here, we needed a short paragraph introducing the company. So what we would need you to do then is actually write the paragraph here at Divine Designs. Or if you have it written somewhere else, you can just copy and paste right from your Word document into this space here. So please take your time in writing this content. This is the final content that we will be using on the website. You know, if it needs to change at the last minute or something, small little changes need to be made, that's fine. But you know, we like to know how much content we're working with before we go about designing the actual pages. So please try and make this as final as possible at this point. So there's that. The other requirements, if there are, you know, if your website is going to have a link to Facebook, if we're going to have a newsletter sign up and you use, you know, an external mailing software like MailChimp or something, we would need the code for that. So here's your, you know, the area here where you can provide that information. So here's my link to Facebook, and it's facebook.com/your company, for example. The newsletter sign up code, you would then go to your newsletter control panel, for example, copy and paste the code into here. So we have everything we need to go ahead and do the home page of your website. And then that just continues down. On here we also put a suggested due date for your convenience. In the proposal, it outlines how long this website is going to take to build, and that assumes that we have your timely feedback and whatever in getting us the content we need so that we can build the website within that timeline. So this outlines if that's going to happen, we need the homepage by, you know, this date. We need all this homepage content by this date. We need the content for the About Us page by this date. And then we document here the date that we actually received it from you. So this form works great in 2 ways. First, it's designed to help you, to help make it as simple as possible for you to see exactly what we need and then provide that content here. So then you can go through this form, you know, whenever, and see what you have provided, what you haven't, what we still need, and really help you organize things as well as when we need it by. And it also obviously really helps us because we have all the content from you here in nice one easy spot, and you just keep updating this this text file and send it over to the email that we're requesting it be sent to, depending on who your project manager is. And that's great. So this form is specifically for text information and, you know, other things, links and code that we might need for specific pages from you. We also have another form for actual files that we would need. So images, I mean, this form is mostly used for images. There might be other things we'll need if you have products and there's specifications that are going to be in PDF documents or whatever, then we would also need those documents. So this form is not used for you to actually, you know, we're not asking you to put the images or the PDF files into this form. It's just to help you manage them and make sure that we know which images are for which page. So you know, especially when it comes to files, if you're sending large files, it's difficult. You know, sometimes we get a bunch of files that are named DSC110B, and we might get 30 files that are named like that, and then we have to try and figure out which files go onto which page and stuff like that, and it can just get confusing on your end and our end. So in order to avoid that, we have created this document to specifically manage files. So once again, on the left hand side, you're going to see all the pages of your website. Here you're going to see what we actually require as far as images for that specific page. So on this one, we would need, usually for the home page, you know, to set it up, we need a logo, and then maybe we need 2 nice images of happy people jumping on a trampoline, if you sell trampolines, for example. And this just kind of helps you manage this. So this is what we need, and then if there's documents, then here's what we need as far as actual documents go. And then when you're naming the files, there's instructions here for naming files and any extra kind of instructions we might need. So the naming convention is outlined here. So all the images that are supposed to be in the home page, we would ask that you name them home. So if there's 2 images for the home page, you would name the first one home 1 and the second one home 2. And that'll help us to really know which images are supposed to go on which page. And then once again, suggested due date and the date received. And this is important so that we're keeping the project on schedule. So that's that. Hopefully this little video tutorial was helpful, and these forms are helpful. They've come from lots of experience and learning what works and what doesn't, and this is a great way to help you and to help us and keep things organized and on time.